Well, driving 60 miles an hour down the Enchanted Highway and having your GoPro go flying off your vehicle is no fun. Welcome to beautiful North Dakota. So here's the deal. We are cruising through North Dakota on our way to Minnesota to spend a week with my family, which we are so excited about. But on the way, we are going to be hitting Theodore Roosevelt National Park. There's actually two units to that national park. There's the North Unit and the South Unit. And so we're going to be spending a little bit of time in both. Right now we are just outside of the national park. This is where we camped last night. It's a beautiful spot. The sun has just come up. We're so excited that you're going to be watching this episode with us. So come along and let's go see a little slice of North Dakota and God's beautiful creation. Teddy Roosevelt National Park. So this park is more or less a memorial, I guess, or maybe a homage to President Teddy Roosevelt. You know, he spent a number of years living not too far from here at his ranch that he built. It was called Elkhorn Ranch. And this park is made up of three units. There's the North Unit, the South Unit, and then his ranch. And Lavinia and I are going to spend time in both the North Unit and the South Unit. The North Unit is a little bit more off the beaten path. We're going to spend a night camping up there, doing some hiking. It's known for its badlands, and it's got some great hikes. It's a lot quieter, a lot of bison. The South Unit is right off the interstate, so it's a lot more visited, and it's a little bit of a bigger space. We're going to spend some time driving on the scenic drive. It is known for its wild horses, Mustangs, which is pretty awesome to see in the wild. There's also a lot of bison and actually prairie dogs as well. The cool thing about Teddy Roosevelt is he could be thought of, I mean, he's not the father of the national park system, but he, as president, set aside over 230 million acres for national parks and wildlife reserves and monuments, which is just astounding. I mean, he's definitely known as the conservation president. So we are very grateful and thankful for the legacy that he left and just this idea of preserving beautiful land. So let's get going. If you did one hike in Teddy Roosevelt, we would really recommend the Caprock Coulee hike in the North Unit of the park. This is a loop trail that gives you a great overview and views of the Badlands of the North Unit. We didn't have the best conditions and weather the day we did the hike, but it was beautiful nonetheless. Woke up this morning and I don't know, had a lot of things just running through my mind. Today is 129 of our living in the van and traveling around, and as I was walking Tilly this morning, three words came to mind: discovery, adventure, and gratefulness. This lifestyle of literally waking up, well, maybe not literally, but I feel like every day we're somewhere new. Not always, but just about every day it feels like we are somewhere new, and we get to discover new things, new sights, new sounds, new cultures, new birds, new wildlife. It's just, I don't know, there's just something really special about it. We are feeling inspired as we go to new places and discover new things. So that's just something that's been really great about this trip so far. The adventure has been so much fun. You know, it's not always adventure. There definitely are times where there's just hours and hours of driving. There's times where we have to do a bunch of admin or chores. But when we do get those pockets of adventure, it is just so much fun. We're again feeling inspired to try to push our limits, and then just gratefulness. I have so much to be grateful for. I am first off just grateful for my wife, Lavinia. I'm grateful that I have a wife that is willing to, not only willing, but wants to do this with me. She comes with a smile, she inspires me, she just brings a fun energy. So I love her so much and couldn't think of anyone else that I would want to be doing this trip with. I'm grateful for Tilly. Like, she just brings so much joy to our hearts. She's been in our lives for almost 3 years now, and she's just, I don't think we could imagine doing this trip without her. Yeah, we have to sometimes make some sacrifices having her with us. We're in a national park right now, and so she can't, again, go on hikes with us and stuff like that. And so we have to plan around her a little bit, but I can't imagine not having her with us on this trip. I'm grateful for a God that has just created such a beautiful world and that we get to see it. I'm hopeful that I'm doing the best I can to show that to you guys through these videos. I clearly am not able to capture it all. And then I'm just grateful that we're able to do this, that we have the opportunity, we have the means to do this kind of trip. We can carve out time out of our lives from work to be able to just go and travel like this. Grateful for all of you that continue to watch and support me and encourage me as we do these travels, as I make these videos. So we are leaving the West behind. It's kind of interesting. In about a week or so, we're going to be on the other side of the Mississippi, heading east. We're not too sure what that dynamic is going to look like in terms of the travel and the discovery and the adventures, but we're excited to head east. We know it's going to be different than the West. We've had such an incredible, well, over 4 months now of traveling and discovering the West. We'll be back at some point to the West, but we're going to be out east for quite a while now. So we're really looking forward to that. We know quite a few friends and folks that live out east, so we're really excited to go see them and to spend some time with them. So just wanted to share some of those thoughts that I woke up with this morning. It's not every day that you see wild horses walking down the road in front of you. So a very interesting side trip here in North Dakota is something called the Enchanted Highway. So basically there's a town called Region, North Dakota that's about 30 miles off of Interstate 94. And a guy by the name of Gary Geff, I think is his name, thought how basically his town was dying. And he's like, how in the world am I going to get people to drive 30 miles down from the interstate to visit our town? And so what he started to do, with no art degree, no welding experience, is he started to create these ridiculously sized metal pieces of art, like 40, 50, 60 feet tall kind of pieces of art. And he strung them along this highway called the Enchanted Highway as a way to get people to go down to Regent. And so we've decided to take a little detour and to drive the Enchanted Highway. So come along and let's go see some pretty cool art. It's kind of a fun little slice of Americana. Well, driving 60 miles an hour down the Enchanted Highway and having your GoPro go flying off your vehicle is no fun. Luckily, it was recovered and is still working. It's a little bit banged up, but had to walk a little bit down the highway to pick it up, but I did get it back. But that was scary. It was no fun when I looked in the mirror and didn't see the GoPro on the side of the vehicle. So just glad to have it back and it's still working and we didn't lose it. Well, I have to say we really enjoyed North Dakota. There was just something about the ruggedness, the remoteness, the peace, the quiet, the beauty. But, you know, we're onward now. We're headed to Minnesota to go spend some time with my family, which we're really excited about. We're going to spend some time cleaning the van, getting reorganized as we think about starting our eastern leg of our travels. So that's it for now. We'll see you on the road next time, and may God bless you.